Hello everyone, this is Reggie, the wash dryer repair nerd, in the shop today with a Whirlpool Duet dryer. Got it on his back just because it's easier to access and it's easier with the with filming. Also, you're gonna probably hear machines in the background, so excuse those sounds. So it's Whirlpool Duet dryer, and I'm going to show you how to diagnose it and also how to maintenance it. So this will help anyone who may have a broken Whirlpool Duet dryer with no heat, or somebody who just has a regular dryer and just wants to maintenance it. Also, at the bottom of the listing here, you'll see a website called dryertuneup.com. Be sure to go in there to buy your heating elements and also fuses. So the first thing with the Whirlpool Duet dryer, you have an access panel. I already got the screws out just for time purposes. You have a screw here, and you have a screw over here that you want to take out, the 1/4-inch nut driver. Panel pulls kind of out, maybe down a little bit. And so here on your right is your heating element. So the first set of wires, the two red wires, if you have your voltmeter, if you want to test it for continuity, to test your heating element, which I also have a video for that, those two red wires, you'll get continuity on those. And also, when you test them, you want to put one of your leads on the wire, on one of the leads here, another one on the frame to see if it's grounding out. But this dryer is perfectly working good. I'm just going to do some maintenance on it. So that first one, the first set, the two red wires, is your heating element. Let's see if I can zoom in. That second one there is the heat regulator, that I call it. It's got a bunch of different names, but basically it maintains the heat. It turns the heating element off and on to maintain a certain temperature, because the heating element doesn't stay on throughout the whole cycle. It stays on at a certain temperature, because if it stayed on, it would, things would catch fire. So, and then that one in the back is your high limit fuse thermostat, high limit thermostat. What that does, I can zoom it. What that does is that's a backup. That's your fire preventer. So if the heat element gets too hot, or you don't change the lint in your lint screen and the heat stays inside the dryer, that heat builds up in there, and once it goes over, hits a certain temperature, that triggers to turn off the heating element, and you actually have to replace that fuse in order to have your dryer working again. So everything will work, the dryer will run, but you'll get no heat if that fuse is gone. And it's always a good idea to change both, because usually one triggers the other. So sometimes it's a lint trap, it's a clogged air duct, or that second fuse there will be stuck in the on position and never turn off, and the heat element overheat, and that third fuse back there, the high limit fuse, will trigger. So that's pretty much how you fix any of these things that may not dry. You got, there's no heat whatsoever. Now if you're getting heat and it takes 2 or 3 times to dry, we'll show you how to clean your air duct. Now, even if you have a blown heating element, one of those fuses go, you want to clean your air ducts, because you have it apart anyway, and this also may have contributed to the problem. Because we don't want to just cure the cough, we want to cure the cold. So, okay, right there, the screws off on this. You'll have a screw here, and a screw here. That will need to be removed. The next thing you do, for some reason I always forget to do this, so if you have to rustle it to get it off, it's most likely because your lint trap is still in. So you take that out, and you come down here, this just pulls right off. And what you want to do is inspect a few things. This one's pretty clean, but usually these will be full of lint. So you don't want to use those lint brushes. Those lint brushes that they have, like $5 on Amazon or whatever. You push the lint down in here, and it accumulates here, and guess what? It goes right here into your fan. See, this has a few little buggers in it. It accumulates here, and it could break. So this is plastic, so this could break your fan or just cut off airflow altogether. So what this does, this is your blower motor, and that sucks all the air from inside the drum into here and goes out through the exhaust. So you don't want to have that blocked up. So basically, that's how you can fix your Whirlpool Direct Dryer. Worst case scenario, if all that checks out, then you have a bad computer. And I'm sure the computer is located. Computer is located right behind this panel. So if everything checks out and it's still still got no heat, you may want to change the computer. That computer tells on itself though. So when you take the computer off, you will see like a burn mark or a relay blown out. So any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. And again, this is Reggie, the washer dryer repair nerd. There will be a link on the bottom of this that gives you links to get a heavy duty technician approved heating element and fuse kit on www.dryertuneup.com. Thanks.